Do you like drawing people and faces? But sometimes you're not really happy with the results and you're not quite sure what the problem is. Well, the problem may not even be your skill. It might actually be the piece of reference material that you're working from. Hi, I'm Carrie Alves, and when I'm teaching my live classes, I have all kinds of students bring in photographs of their loved ones, friends and family, and these are the images that they want to develop their work from. And of course they do. This is normal and natural that they would want to do this. But the biggest problem that I see with this is that quite often the photographs that they bring in are usually of very poor quality. This is the first in a series of 4 videos where I'm going to show you not only how to recognize but also how to take an effective reference image that you can use for your portrait and figurative artwork. I'll also provide you with a free downloadable cheat sheet that you can keep as a handy reference guide. As artists, if we want our work to look convincing and realistic, it's usually not enough just to take a photograph and say, oh, I just really like that picture and I think I'm just going to use that. You know, I like the event, it feels really good. It doesn't always translate well into a piece of finished artwork. We're looking for something very specific that we need as artists in order to achieve a successful result. What we're looking for is certain types of information. And if we don't have that information, quite often our work will come off looking flat and photographic. There are 4 main characteristics that you need to look for in a reference shot that will give you the information that you need in order to create a successful finished piece of artwork. The first is capturing the character of your sitter. What do you want to say about this person? The second is a full range of values. You need the darkest darks to the lightest lights. The third thing that you need is to make sure that your model is properly lit and that the light wraps around the face. And if the light is wrapping around the model's face, it will give us the kind of information that we're looking for. And these things are shadow shapes, edges, form, and values. Let's take a closer look at each one of these 4 characteristics. First, let's talk about capturing character. What do you want to say about this person? And what kind of an individual are they? Is this image going to be about family, beauty, fun, or to express an accomplishment or capture a special occasion around this person? Try to say something about the personality of the subject. The second thing we want to look at is a range of values. When you look at your picture or you take the picture, ask yourself, does it have a full range of values? Are there light highlights, very dark darks and blacks, and a series of midtones in between? The best way to tell if your image is working on this level is to convert the image to black and white. If it's too flat with too many midtones, you can always increase the contrast and push your lights and darks to more extremes. Nowadays, this can be easily done with any photo editing software or phone apps or even at photo kiosks. The third thing we want to look for is that the light wraps softly around the face. We want the light to wrap around the face and the head for 2 main reasons. First of all, it helps create the range of values. In other words, it's light on one side and then becomes dark in another area. And this helps create what we call form. And form is the illusion of something looking round or having a 3-dimensional look or a sense of volume. Lighting that is flat is a dead giveaway that you're working from photographs. Working from photos is a double-edged sword. On one hand, they're versatile and convenient, but quite often they do not translate well into a piece of artwork for a variety of reasons. So we want to become aware of what works with them and what doesn't. Flat lighting is one of them. Having light that wraps around the face not only gives the feeling of overall volume to the head as in its totality, but also allows for the smaller forms of the features of the face, the eyes, nose, mouth, cheeks, and chin, and the overall bone structure to be articulated. And as artists trying to create realism, we need that kind of information in order to successfully develop a portrait. And finally, all of this brings us to the last point. By having the light play across the face
and articulating the facial features. This gives us all the valuable information we need to create a portrait. What we're looking for are shapes, shadow shapes of the features. We're looking for form in the features. And we're looking for a variety of edges. Edges are defined by the change from one value or plane to the next. And what we're looking for is a variety. The same way we're looking for a variety and a range of values from light to dark, we're also looking for a variety and range of edges. We're looking for hard edges and soft edges. All of this variety, not only does it make for a far more interesting and dynamic picture, but it helps to establish the likeness. It helps to create the mood and also create the three-dimensional form that gives the image a sense of realism and also allows us to pick and choose what information we want to focus on and what information we can choose to ignore in order to interpret this reference image and tell our own story.
Well, I hope these tips have been helpful, and in the next video I'll show you how to light your model properly using the cheapest and most available source of light. Don't forget to click the link below to get your free downloadable reference guide. All of this material is part of a full course called Draw a Portrait from Your Own Photo, which you can also access from a link below. Thanks for watching, and remember, stay creative. This is your time to express yourself. See you in the next video.